Hello, back again. Um, so this is for new players, just going to talking about the map and some other things that go on in this game. Um, this is one I'm playing Lovas, and this map is Krupa. So let's just talk about the map. Oh, let's pause this for now. Yeah, who was I up against? I forgot. I was up against the Fallschirmjager here, and I'm on Maverick, and they're on Balance. Now, anyway, let's talk maps. So from this side, from red side, well, first of all, there's only three bridges on this map. Here, here, here. Many people really dislike this map because it's always like, oh, the choke points here, here, and here. Which is, yeah, it's true. It can be annoying as hell. Now, let's go through this one bridge at a time. One bridge at a time to start off with. Alright, first of all, this bridge. Everyone's going to be rushing for this bridge. From blue side, motorbikes, they're going to make it into here before this side can get around there. So be aware of that. So it's always good to go and sneak in some flames in here, and you might get lucky and do a bit more. Maybe drop an AT gun in here. You could cover the road and blah 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 blah. So you can rush in and get to there quite easily. From red side, you generally want to be in loading in here. You want to be bringing in an AT gun from this area, from this road, and deploying it here, so you can get a look down the road there. Preferably with a recon unit as well. And I would put that alongside the AT gun if you can. But yeah, just beware. Pop it in and out of cover, move it round. Another good place for AT guns are on this side, red side, is in this bit here, because you can come and cover this area here. Then you can sneak back over here and cover any advances made over here. And yeah, oh no, this, I'm getting it wrong, it's this one, isn't it? Where's the angle? Yeah, there's an angle here, so you can cover that road and you can cover that bit. So that's a nice spot, but you can get picked up there quite easily. Some people bring out AT guns right here. But yeah, you want to do that from deployment. If you don't do it from deployment, when you bring out something later on, it might get sniped from this forest. So be careful. Yeah, and speaking of this forest, yeah, from blue side and from red side, you often get people rushing to try and get something in here, get a bit of an upper hand. And you can, from red side, it's not really advisable to rush over this bridge. Of course it can be done if you prepare well enough and you put some smoke down and get some infantry into here really quickly. So you smoke off this entire area here, unload some infantry into these forests and AT guns, bring them out, move across the river with your infantry, get into here, because all this river you can walk across every little bit of it. None of your men will be swimming or drowning. They'll be fine, just a little bit soggy, so don't worry about them. So even though people go, oh no, it's only 3 ways to get across to the other side of the river, you just walk across, it's fine. Only with infantry units, so beware of that, and yeah, amphibious units. Machine guns, AT guns cannot cross these rivers, sadly. Yeah, so that can be a thing there. Here from red side, you can do crazy mad pushes and get into here. And the way you counter that if you're blue is you put an AT gun, this is a usual spot, into this forest here, so you can cover down the road. Okay. And because people usually put that there, it's usually if someone's doing a rush down here, they will be aware of that, and if they see anything firing, they'll have a plane ready to come in and bomb it, get rid of it, so they can continue their push. Other defenses you can set up against that is AT gun in here, AT gun in here, because it can cover, you can kind of maneuver it around onto this road if you're playing more defensive. And of course you can get some light AT guns into here or heavy ones later on in the game. And from red side, this bridge, we have an AT gun here, AT guns in here and here, snipers, and yeah, lots of places to put things here. Machine guns usually go around here, preferably not in this building, so it usually gets blown up by something through here. But if you put it up there, if it gets shot, move it back, see if that helps it out. If you get another machine gun up into here as well, another AT gun as well, because you can get tanks sneaking around into this area, which has line of sight onto the bridge. And again, this is another area which is rushed from both sides. So blue can rush into here and red can rush into here. Here as well, you can kind of get the same sort of thing going on, or it's much, you don't often get people rushing down this road, especially at the start of the game. It's not that common. Sometimes there's a small probe, you will see that in this game. And here it tends to be blue side rushing in, not red. Red usually sits back, sets up here, you know, maybe off map here, then move in, because there's all this open space. You have AT guns in here, support weaponry. You often get AA guns in here, so coming in and bombing this can be a pain. So often you want to get some infantry across here into these buildings to get rid of the AA and some arty up here. This can be messy as. Same sort of thing here. You get big pushes through here. If blue pushes through into here, and they make a quick advance down here and have got some really heavy units, it can be very hard to get back in. But it has to be very, very fast advancement. You can come back in through this way into this forest and then make your way through, but that's harder. But you can deploy things in here, usually sneak them around, get AT guns into here and manage to repel them eventually. But you can't just do it in one go, you've got to think about it. And from red side, you can smoke off areas, you can come rushing in here, and I think I'm going to start the game now because that is precisely what I'm doing. I'm on Maverick, I'm up against Fallschirmjager. I know I've got the points advantage, and I know I can afford to lose some units. So first thing I want to do here, as you can see, recon plane. I don't care if this gets shot down, I just want to know what is coming where, because I am pushing like you won't believe here. And it's a slow push because it's Lovas, they're slow units. So I've got Toldi ones coming in and a Turan. So these are to push through the Toldis and suppress things. The Turan comes after to surrender. Jagdpans are in for the heavy hitting, and I've just got some flamers to come in here and some machine guns. So it's really light, and this is the thing, the off map. And look what this guy does, Mago. He sees this and he's like, uh-oh. Very, very, very smart move. He doesn't unload it, he's like, I'm getting out of here right now. So he saves his units from the off map. I unload my machine gun, my flamer right here. Start shooting up this flamer, start shooting up this gun. Waiting for my off map to drop. By the time this has dropped, these guys will come through. Again, this is why I'm saying that the plane arty is, the plane off map is not spectacular and somewhat it needs a bit of help because you can see it, and that's what happens. If that was a vehicle and it went here, he would have no idea, and I dropped the off map, these will be dead. That's a huge difference. Our off map's falling, so the little AA gun's gone. He's got another one in here, AA gun, AT gun. These things are quite nice. He's trying to strafe with his BF-110s, which I do like, nice heavy planes for strafing. Anyway, meanwhile in the north, I've got very light here. I just had Pioneer Squad 2 flamers, but they managed to hold off. Nothing in here, but I'm bringing in a squad soon. I've got my AT gun set up here, waiting. And it's going to be annoying. It didn't quite get the kill there, but it's going to annoy it. I had it on, didn't turn the APCR off, sadly. And I bring in the off map over this side now. So these Toldis pushing through here. These will just, they got the auto cannons to smash everything to pieces. 15 points each, so it's like a total of 60 points there. I don't mind if I lose one or two, or all. I'm bringing in reinforcements to take the town. Hopefully getting even this far into here and take this. Start getting into this forest, Fallschirmjager moving in, superior infantry. I'm looking like I'm in trouble there. I think my my off-map plane did not get its load off at all. I think it got shot out of the sky by this thing. But these guys should come in and secure this area. It's 12-12 still. Got the advantage of these two flags here. Lose my Turan. Got Pack 40 coming out. Now Jagd Panzer. It will outbox this thing at a distance, especially though it's distracted from the terrain before. We'll manage to knock it back. I've dropped my AA off here quite early because I don't want this to get bombed or annoyed, or any of my infantry when they come in, so I want this to suppress it. So bringing in a leader to help boost up my infantry. So Huzaroks. He's told me today trying to deal with these things. Can't see them sadly. My Focke-Wulf came in and helped get rid of something. I think it took out the pack, even though it was already half dead anyway. Bringing some more Turans. Help support this area. He's put a mortar in here for support, dropping off smoke. But I'm just moving up my Jagdpanzer, possibly a bit too far here. But I'm happy I can take out these guns, outshoot them. In the north, he's got his Fallschirmjager in there. I've managed to get more reinforcements in. They're bringing a Turan to help out, help support this sort of pioneer squad. He's bombing in the forest, hoping to get me out of here. I got another Turan coming in down here to help support out this area, and more Huzaroks coming into here as well. Meanwhile, in the south, I'm getting very, very bold, but again, I'm playing Maverick, so I want to be ticking him by one flag as much as possible in A. Two flags if I can. So he's right far up here, so once this gets out here, it can kill me even head on at this range. If it's further back, it could probably last a bit longer. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing out a recon right here, as you just saw. Give me better vision out here. Also bringing in Panzerfaust, Panzerschreck. My Huzaroks are coming up. They're highly suppressed, but I'm still trying to just beat these Fallschirmjager by sheer numbers. My Turan's coming for support. This Turan gets popped, so I start marching my Jag over here now to take this thing out, so my other Turan can do its stuff. I'm slowly trickling in some reinforcements here whilst he's preoccupied. I'm trying to rush this up to the hill. I want to try and get this flag. I'll put some pressure on here. Here we go, side shot. Jagd Panzer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. One pen. He's not even going to get the stug, is he? Oh, he's gone. Again, really, really ambitious, really over the top. Luckily the Tram managed to take him out. But this is all I want. This is all I want right now. I just want to get in his face. Alright, this is there for any armor that comes up here, so I can just snipe it. And what he's doing here, I'm making him bring in more and more points in this area. Whilst his advantage here, if he pushed here and reinforced here, he could probably sweep through here. But I was careful not that didn't happen. I put a unit in here to help back up my position. I must be thinking of a different game, because I could have sworn he sent some units down this road. Probably a different game. Yeah, I think it was a different game. Never mind. So I'm bringing in a Focke-Wulf bombers now. See if we can get rid of these AT guns. I'm bringing over Jag at some point, I believe. Nimrod's coming out as well to get rid of his air, which I'm going to plant. I'm going to initially bring to here, then I'm going to plant it behind these buildings here, so nothing can fire down and destroy it, but it can offer really good air fire. Still just one flag. I need more. I need to make a really solid presence here, but my focus for this game is this area. I want to get into this forest, then I'm going to start pushing across here and down the road at the same time to take this. It's my plan from the get-go. Here it was just a case of I'm just holding it with as little as possible, and then shift focus over here. I'm just going to sweep. I'm going to attack here as much as I can, then here, like a wave across the map. As you can see, it's invested 2 mortars in here. He's got more AT guns coming in. Fallschirmjager into here. He's got a tank in here. He's got his AA out here. His SPWs are coming out here. He's a bit worried about what's going on. Here I'm setting up. Just starting to set up for the push across the river here. Just slowly trickling in the forces. I'm just marching these across. Flamers. They've got no range on them. I'm like, what the hell? I don't care. I need to be pushing him hard and hard. So I'm just going to keep moving. These Susserox, I'm moving them further and further and further across now. Now he's like, oh, what's coming in here? So he's bringing in Fallschirmjager to this area. I've got my reinforcements coming in. Some gollies. I lose a pack. It was all the way up here. Now I've got I'm using my AA, my 18mm to fire into this area. So it's hitting units on the ground. So I'm happy with my AA cover with the Nimrod alone, because this is a beast. In the north, again, it's just silent. Nothing is going on here. He's too preoccupied. I've managed to bring in more reinforcements here. Terrain covering the road. Terrain covering anything that comes in here. Golly covering this area. I'm fairly stable in there. This is back here. AT guns here. And I've got sight. I'm alright there. Bringing out another yak now. I'm flying over recon, just seeing what's going on in this area. This guy can't do anything from there. Nimrod's just repelling him, as well as the 80mm. It's not going to go down. Oh, these things are bloody sturdy as hell. And it's not got the best line of sight to fire constantly, but I want him hidden a bit. Just anything that flies past like this area, or beyond this point, is going to get shot by the Nimrod. Bringing Focke-Wulf fighters, just a strafe. I've got him 2 stars as well. Now I'm bringing in more off-map. This is a cheapo off-map, 105mm. I just want to put a bit of pressure onto this area, making things twice. And I'm bringing in this to the center, I think here, I believe. Is it going there? Yep. And I'm bringing the Toldi in around here as well. Still preparing for the push over here. Not sure how I had eyes on that guy, but I did. So shot him up. Or maybe it was just, I think I might have got eyes on him from the Husserok, and then I just targeted that area. Anyway, so pack 40. Yag. These should take care of this. Golly, again, they're just out here to take the hits, to try and move up, to hold the flags, to annoy. He's got Fallschirmjager in there, very deadly infantry. He's bringing in a leader now to boost them up. I got my gollies in here. At a range, they can do some work as well. They're quite happy. Off-map coming in. Off-map coming into the south as well. And I'm bringing in 2 Terrans and a Terran leader, which I'm going to try and sneak up under a ridge here. And hopefully try and get onto this flag. I'm still moving the gollies forward even though they're stressed out. I just really want to get them into this forest. Keep pressing. I'm happy to sit him back here. Anything that peeks his head over here, I'm fairly sure I can take it out. He's boosted up by the leader at the moment. Well, I mean, anything I can see in this area. Obviously, I'm quite distracted over here myself. Not unloaded the AT gun or anything yet. Just filtering in the troops here slowly. Has the off-map dropped over here yet? No. Oh, there we go. So I off-map this area. Does what it needs to do. Yeah, I managed to get sight on it with these, so I managed to shoot them up, and the off-map done the trick as well. So he's lost the flag there. I'm on 1410. These guys getting brutalized by SPW. Yagi's out again. Very bold with this again. But my thinking was here that the pack can't shoot. Oh, it can shoot right down off the ridge. I didn't realise. But yeah, this is probably going to die again. But I've got more Terrans coming in. I just want to get them out there in the way, cause annoyance. Off map coming in. Going to off map this section. Bringing in more infantry this area. I'll bring out my Golly now to get eyes. Bringing out the AT to get eyes. The Toldies around as well to get eyes. Preparing for the push there. I've got this Toldie in here just in case anything comes down this road. Or down this road. I can move it around to shoot here. Or up to shoot and support here. Tirana moved up a bit. Very lucky here. If I moved up one more building, it would have been taken out by the Jaeger. And I did lose the Yagdi, and I did lose my AT gun, and now he's mortaring my Nimrod, so I do retreat this as soon as I notice. Just, yeah, that I don't want to lose this thing. It's brutal. But yeah, I've fallen in back now. Tirans, I've got them on attack move, but I do change this, as you see. I just wanted to fast move up to here, get out of line of sight of the AT. I'm probably going to lose one. There you go. I don't mind. Off map's falling now, suppressing these. The tanks are going to keep firing at the pack. Mortars are still firing at the Nimrod, which is not there anymore. Bringing in some fighters. A shit ton of infantry. I'm trying to get these all the way up into here, all the way around here. Still got plenty of infantry in here. Advance my Gollies out here. I realise there's probably just a flamer in here or something, but I can't see him just yet. Lay down another off map over here. Sadly, I didn't get eyes on the mortars, like where they would come in. I won't pay much attention, but probably out of range of this thing anyway. But I was fairly sure he had some stuff in here. So I just managed to sneak this flag. Now he's bringing up a Panther. I've got nothing to deal with this thing. Absolutely nothing. My Nimrod's out in the open here. If he moves up his Panther, my Nimrod will be gone. But now I'm moving these up, just hoping to unload them all the way over here. I'm assuming a lot of this is suppressed or injured and stuff, so I can get at least one of these to unload over here. March out the Gollies as well to get eyes early. Off map's falling now. Yeah, the timing was pretty well for these. Worked out really good. Sadly, I wasn't watching these properly, and I do not get the unload quick enough. Here, I'm just sending down an off map again over here. I can see a bulge. I'm thinking of something in his tree line, but I was wrong. Yeah, I lose one in transport, sadly. But these Gollies are out there taking all the hits. These guys move in more close quarters. They will manage to outbox them. I bring two of my own mortars. I'll put them on defensive fire over here. These tanks got free reign from this area, shooting down here. The Panther can't get to me. Yeah, he don't want to be moving his Panther over here, because these can kill if they side shot this thing. But he's bringing in, he's bringing some AT. Yeah, I did not know this was coming. I did not see it. I decided to just bomb this building. I don't know what's there, but I want it gone. Now it's gone. I'm bringing in more infantry. I'm going to start marching them across the open again. Over here the off map failed, didn't do a lot. It's just annoying him. I thought I'd better bring in a guy here, maybe push through here. I've seen this AA, I want to try and take it out. 15-9, we're in phase B, 3 minutes left phase B. I've got to tick him down for 20 minutes. My advantage and income is going to disappear about 26-minute mark. It will start moving more in his favour. I dropped the off map on here. I missed it. I tried to pincer him with the tanks. I moved one up here, so one of them would get a side shot, but then the AT guns took me out. These get unloaded, luckily, not destroyed, so the Panther's firing at them. So the Flamer is going to get into the forest here, cause more annoyance. I moved Tirans in. I was going to bring them around here. Now we're seeing the Panther. I'm just like, nah. I decided to go down this road. These guys are going to march across here, making headway in the forest here. So this now is my focus, this area. And I'm bringing in AT gun, Yag here. because the tank is slower, I want to bring these in, then bring the infantry in later on so they arrive roughly at the same time. The trams are going to go in and probe first, see what's going on. Bringing a Toldy 2 around to get vision for them. He's bringing 1000 Pioneer around into this area. My AT gun's doing some work. My Toldy's, I can't fire that far, unfortunately. But these guys can do a lot of work over here. The numbers of these units is spectacular. 13 man, 16 man squad. So 42 guys there. If you had a bomber, could do some work. God, get a soft throat. Alright. I somehow managed to get that to fire, but his Panther survives. But it's causing some serious damage. Here now I've got virtually nothing left here. And I've kind of like, I'm just like, I'm just going to leave this. I'm not going to care about it. He's probably wary, doesn't know what I've got. He's still reinforcing into here. He's putting a Pioneer into here, he doesn't know what this is. Or maybe he's forgot. Didn't see it, whatever. I'm bringing the bombers now. Yeah, blind bombing the building, I just thought there was something in there. Taking out this. Turan's coming in now. Unloaded my pack. Or is this the more... Yep, pack 40. These guys with the light machine guns make light work of this guy. And here come the infantry now. Over here, no movement. Oh, if he moved up, he did take the tank out there. I'll lose 2 Turans there, sadly, to this guy. Do I manage to back him off in time? Oh, is he going to survive? Is he going to survive? Is he going to survive? Looks like it. And here comes the fuckable bomber. And boom. Didn't kill, but they're definitely pinned now. I'm sure of that. Bringing in a leader. And I'm going to push right up into here now. Still double ticking him. 15-9. He's got lots of units over here. He's bringing 2 Sturm Panzer IVs in this area. 2. My God. I guess we're into sea phase. Maybe he's got these as sea phase. No, he's already got some out here, hasn't he? I guess his idea is he's going to put these on the hill here and blap away at all the infantry I have in here. But unfortunately for him, he doesn't know. I've only got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 men in there and a few men back here. Yeah, I've just moved my AT gun back just to shoot anything that comes up close range now. I want to get into these buildings, pushing through into this area. I decided to start making a move to these guys to deal with this AA now. And I'm bringing out 3 leader Turan 1s. The reason for this is, in case he reinforces through this area and pinches me off, I can keep the influence in here and on these 2 flags. So I'm being extremely cautious in bringing in those, and I thought at this point in the game, it doesn't matter if I'm not exactly wasting leaders. They cost the same amount as a normal Turan anyway. Bring in a bomber. Just trying to hold on to this flag a bit more if I can. Is it going to work? Nope. These guys holding on for dear life. Yeah, I got really lucky here. He wasn't microing his Pioneers, so he actually moved them through here, and I managed to shoot them in the open. If I put them in the forest, these 2 would likely been dead already. I've managed to get into here now. I was going to unload them just here, but then I realised I could unload this here. Sneak this flag for a while. This worked out pretty good. He's got a Panther around here. He needs to move that out around here and do some work in this area. I think now he's realised that I don't really have a lot over here. He starts getting shot at, so he unloads them. He's being cautious. He's still got 5 minutes. Double tick. He can sweep through here quite easily. It's not going to take him much effort. I'm not reinforcing anything into here. I just put a unit in here just to hold this flag. As you can see, I saw this big dent. I was like, oh my God, I better put something. He probably assumes I got something in here at least. I start moving my Hussar dogs, fanning them out to get onto this flag. This guy, I didn't realise this bloody thing has armour. I thought it was just like a normal truck, so I move him out to shoot the truck, but obviously does nothing. Always bringing in some rocket planes now to shoot them up. Nice. I'm just getting too much infantry, too much support in here now. Fallschirmpanzer. They're a match for my infantry, but they're suppressed. I bring out our Jagdpanzer to this area to cover down this road. Hopefully I can keep hold of this flag. I move the leaders up into here now. I believe I can get and stop reinforcements coming in here by putting the tanks in. 17-7. And as you can see, he's not long from surrendering. 3 minutes. Now I've decided to start reinforcing in this area and push across and put pressure over here. Sorry, just pausing it to see what's going on. Managed to sneak this flag. Yeah, so I'd say from his perspective, the point I'm trying to make about this here is what I've done is he's fallen, or kind of made him fall into a bit of a trap. He's invested, look at all the units he has over here. And I've got nothing left over here now. But he thinks I've got a decent amount probably in here, or some things in here, and more to back it up. And plus, even if I'm not, I can bring them in and help out. And I'm bringing in my cluster planes now as well to take on this. This thing's probably, yeah, it's out of AA shells. This Panther's been wasted here. And yeah, he's just in, I'm pulling him left, right and centre across the map. Or I should say right, centre and left is how I'm going about it. But if he just brought something around here, he could get these two flags back. Now he's triple ticking. But he could get it back to a double tick, but by that time it's probably going to be too late anyway. If you just Q move all this forward, which he is doing right now, he can get this flag, and he's surrendered. But yeah, he's not going to be coming back from that no matter what. Now is one of the key points for new players out there, which you want to look at. Look at the kill difference here. He killed way more. 600 points more of damage. But it doesn't matter. Look at the opening as well. He gets early kills, cheap units. He gets lots of kills, more kills than me at the opening. But I'm trading the kills for the flags, for the single tick. I do a bit better later on. I have spurts where I do well and take out a lot of his, but I was throwing away units. I just throw them all in there, unload, one will make it. As long as I get one there, then he's got a presence, he's got to deal with it. He's got to do something about it. And yeah, you have to make sort of bold, crazy moves sometimes. And as soon as I started shifting my stuff across, then I started reinforcing the other area and attacking in the centre. Because I realised, yeah, it was my plan anyway, even though the Panther was there to stop me really doing much more. As soon as I saw the Panther, I was like, uh-oh. All I can do with that is cluster it, which I did try to do, but I'd already redirected my fire. Because you will find in the centre of that map, it gets, people don't often defend it very heavily, so you can, if you put in a nice strong probe, not just a little bit of a probe, but a good strong one, you can often get in the back lines, and if you just surprise them very quickly with a bunch of infantry, of course use smoke as well, can help you out a great deal. If you know he's got stuff there and you know there's an AT gun position in a certain place, drop a ton of smoke down, go straight in there. And if you want to have some infantry on the ground unloaded somewhere so that any armour you've got in the area, any tanks, has sight and can shoot. Because your infantry are your eyes for your tanks, really. Always remember that. Because they've got very poor, you can have like a Turan or a Sherman sat practically within spitting distance of some infantry and it won't see them. Even in the open. You'll be really surprised. Especially if it's a two-man squad. The bigger the squad, the easier it is to see. It does actually count the number of men is in the squad. Anyway, blah blah blah. So, what was my star play here? Probably nothing. I feel like everything, yep, nothing was particularly good. It was an all-around kind of, I just throwing stuff out there, getting kills where and as I can. Nothing performed spectacular. Pack got the Panther, that was nice, but yeah, nothing outstanding. And for him, yeah, BF 110 did nice work. Took out the Focke-Wulf, took out this was effectively a recon plane, I believe. Or maybe, I don't think he ever got his second load off now I think about it. Anyway, Fallschirmjager took out all those oldies. Yeah, these are 15 points, 50 points, so it's 60 points. So it's like, he paid for himself twice over, well, nearly, not quite. Oh, he's got the, yeah, yeah, paid for himself twice over, because he got the flamer unit as well. Yeah, because these are 35 points each. This is what I mean about Fallschirmjager. They're very strong units, but you have to remember they're expensive. If you kill it, that's a lot. And think about if you've got 100 points and you're playing like the Soviets with Gvardia, you can bring in 5 Gvardia units and you can bring in 2 Fallschirmjager for 100 points. You can't quite afford the third one. And up against the Lovas, if I bring in the Gollies, which are 30 points each, so 90 points is the most I can get to. If I bring in 3, he can only still bring in 2 Fallschirmjager. 3 Gollies against 2 Fallschirmjager. 3 Gollies will do pretty good work. As long as they're not close up, they should box fairly well against them. Anyway, so yeah, this Fallschirmjager did okay. This guy did okay. No, there's no real star plays. Oh, Panther took out the Nimrod and Turan. No, that was sad. Turan. Yeah, so there's nothing particularly outstanding. But I just managed to keep him reeling. Maybe, I think this guy is actually better than what he played then. From I recognise the name. I think he is a decent enough player. But yeah, maybe he's practicing with 4 Fallschirmjager. It's sometimes hard to tell because you play a game on quick play or rank, it's the same thing, it's the same queue. So sometimes people are just messing and testing different things out rather than actually trying to win. Well, anyway, that was that. So I hope it's useful. Yeah, for 4 Fallschirmjager, I didn't really comment about this division because I don't know much about it yet. But the Fallschirmjager's a very strong infantry squad, to say the least. I think everybody knows that by now. But it's pricey, so you can't really, yeah, for new players tend to waste infantry more easily than more experienced players, so that's why I don't always recommend. People say, oh, 3rd Fallschirmjager, play them, you'll win all the time. It's like, well, they cost a lot, so you've got to know how to use them, really. Alright, that's up. Bye.